Hey guys, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today we are going to be discussing the best 200% leader skill out there that's currently in the game. I'm going to be prioritizing basically global, but I do have some of like JP's units that are in the list, so that's going to be like my further prediction, but we're going to be talking mainly about the global side of things, and this is just strictly on the 200% team, like 200% leader skill. I am taking consideration on like how like the number of characters that are in the team, as well as the top tier units in the team. I'm going to also take in consideration in things like, for example, how free to play friendly it is, as well as how well you can synergize a team within that leader skill. So in all honesty guys, this is strictly just on the leader skill itself. I'm not taking consideration on the actual how well the unit actually performs. An example would be, I'm not going to be comparing Gamma 1, let's say for example with Pan GT. So there's obviously going to be some you can say a controlled variable, and that controlled variable I'm not taking consideration on how well the actual unit performs in that team. I am strictly talking about the team itself. So this is going from in order from global release. I'm not taking into consideration with JP release yet, but this is just global release. So I think the first one we do have in the list is Majin Vegeta. So Majin Vegeta, his leader skill has Majin Buu Saga, Vegeta Family, 3 key, 170% on stats, and an additional 30% on stats for those who belong into the prodigious warriors, or the prodigious warriors. That's how you say it, prodigious. Oh my god. This is basically gifted warriors for us global players. So this is basically is a leader skill, and this is what the team looks like currently right now. So as you can see, pretty much all Vegetas are going to be in this team, and it is quite a it's honestly a Vegeta centric team. You also have a few Kid Trunks, Gotens, so Kid Trunks and Goten and Kid Goten, they're definitely here. You do have, I believe if I'm not mistaken, yeah, you got Gotenks. You got one Gotenks here, but yeah, you got two. The Gotenks are also going to be in this. Yeah, the Gotenks are here. The Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, Super Saiyan Gotenks, they're all in here. But this is basically a, there's one Fat Buu here, but yeah. On first glance, you do have a few decent units. I would say this Goku that exchanged, this Vegeta exchange to Goku is decent. You fell off. The End Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. He needs an easy A. Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is actually a very good unit. This is a very good free-to-play unit. You have that new Super Saiyan Vegeta that transforms into Super Saiyan 2, the My Bulma Vegeta. You got obviously Majin Vegeta. Maybe is probably the best unit in this team. Yes, he is actually the best unit in this team. I can't see anyone else that could probably be better than him. Yeah, so yeah, you got the best unit in this team. The issue is with Majin Vegeta. What do you call it? Is you need a Trunks. Obviously, we're not taking his kit into consideration, just the team itself. So I would say, first off with Majin Vegeta, he is mid. So his leader skill is mid, and the reason why I say it's mid, he is himself the best unit in the team. It is all Vegetas, that's great, but there's not a outstanding, top of the range Vegeta. And as well as free-to-play units goes, there's not really much free-to-play units that I can see in first hand. So let's say for example, who's a free-to-play? Any of these guys free-to-play? This what is it? Trunks as Great Saiyaman. He's free to play. Getting his name. But yeah, there's not really. This Goten, he's a Hercule Du. He's yeah. So he needs an easier this like Trunks. But yeah, there is not a lot of like free to play options. The team itself is actually it's quite vastly ranged, but it's all Vegetas and Trunks and Goten and Gotenks. So yeah, I would say it is mid. There's not really a good like Majin Vegeta is probably the best unit here, and then I would say probably he is the second best unit. The My Bulma Vegeta. I would say third probably is Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta himself. So yeah, there's not really much top tier unit. I would say he's mid. The reason why I don't go for just bad is because all Vegetas are going to be in this team. So as long as you have a top tier Vegeta coming out in the future, let's say for example like a Super Saiyan Vegeta that versed against the Android 19, he's definitely going to be here. So I would put him as mid. So let's close these tabs. We have the Cell, the first form Cell that transforms all to perfect form. He leads Android and Cell Saga and Power Absorption, 3 key 170% stat, and plus an additional 30% for characters belonging to the Android team. So here is what the team would look like. So there's a lot, honestly, there's a lot better unit in this team now. So yeah, honestly guys, there's a very good team selection in this. EZA recently, he is maybe a top, maybe a top 20 LR in the game currently, and especially when he transforms, he's probably like a top 5 when he transforms. He's still pretty decent, the LR Perfect Cell with the Cybermen, not Cybermen, the Cell Juniors. This is a very good free-to-play LR, the Android. Obviously in JP you have the SDR Super 17, the future Android 17 and 18. Honestly guys, this is a very good team. A lot of the good Androids are in this team. Is there any one that I would say? The thing is, you got top tier units. This Cell, he's a good free to play EZA. He's their good free to play EZA. This Cell as well. Super 17, very good. Still tech androids, still great. So you do have top tier units in this team. When it comes to free to play, you have a lot of free to play units. So first form Cell, Prime Battle, the LR Android, the AGL1, good EZA. Who else? This 16, the Super Strike 16, very good. The Future 17 and Future 18 from the story event, very good. Yeah, honestly guys, there's a good chunk of free to play options here. You can actually make a good free to play team as well. So the only downside is there's not a lot of variation. It's a lot of Android 17, 18s cells. So, and especially when they're in the Cell Saga or Power Absorption, but I do think there's still a better team than the Vegeta itself. At least in this team they have top tier units, so I do put him at B tier. The B tier seems to be a good spot for this. I might rejig some of these teams around, but let's carry on with the video because this video is going to be long. It's already 9 minutes and we're down to okay. So Super Saiyan Goku / Super Saiyan Gohan. So Super Saiyan Super Saiyans or Goku's family, 3 key 170% stats, and then 30% to the Android / Cell Saga. So this is what the team currently looks like. I would say this might be a lot worse than the actual Majin Vegeta category. The issue is, guys, you only have, I would say, 2 exceptional units, maybe 3. So yeah, so you have obviously the EZA AGL LR Gohan, the father and oh wait, no, it's the Super Saiyan Gohan and Super Saiyan Goku. You have obviously Goku and Gohan, the exchange. Any top tier of the unit? Future's Trunks actually is still a very good unit, especially along with end. This World Tournament Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, a very good unit on JP, but currently not out on global until the anniversary. Other than that, honestly guys, there's not really much good team. Like he needs an EZA, this Int Future Gohan. This Super Vegeta, good for Super Battle Road, but only Super Battle Road. Part Virus Goku's good for Super Battle. Like honestly guys, in all honesty, this is probably not as good as the Vegeta itself. At least you got a few free-to-play options, I guess. AGL, Super Saiyan Trunks. Who else? You got the Yardrat Goku, good EZA. Obviously, the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the World Tournament, good EZA. That's the only free-to-play options, actually. There's a few more, but they're not really noticeable mentions. Like, I wouldn't mention them saying that they're good. So, in that all honesty, guys, I am going to put this just bad. It's not good. It's not the greatest. You only have 2 decent units in here. You got a handful of decent units, and it's not a very wide, vast team. Like there's not there's not really a lot of units that you can actually pick for this one. So it's like I have to put them and be honest and just say that's just bad. It is just a bad team. So that's for Super Saiyan Gohan and no, Super Saiyan Goku exchange to Super Saiyan Gohan. Now we have Ginyu, Captain Ginyu himself. He obviously, oh sorry, his leader skill, Terrifying Conquerors and Planet Namek, Riki 170, and additional 2 Space Traveling Warriors. Obviously the whole Ginyu Force team, it's a good free-to-play team. It is up there as probably one of the better teams out there. You obviously got some of the more noticeable units such as Worldwide Celebration LR Cooler, Final Form. You got the Full Power Freezer from the year before. You got this EZA Full Power Freezer, very good unit. Obviously, Ginyu himself, Freezer, like there's a lot of good units in here. There's a good handful of units. EZA STR Cooler, very good. Honestly, guys, this is a good team. This is a great like selection of both free to play, top tier units, and even synergy. Like synergy is probably one of the big things. Like I would give probably credit to Super Saiyan Gohan and Goku. Like they probably have a good team of synergy because a lot of teams will have paired battle, Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, things like that. But Captain Ginyu, like honestly, his team is one of the best. It's one of the better teams, better selection, better free to play teams. You have a very good Ginyu Force team you can even utilize, and about like even to this day, still very prominent. Did fell off slightly, but it's still up there, you know. So I do give Captain Ginyu. Ooh, I'll give him a high A. Let's see how I feel. Maybe I'm gonna be a bit generous later and then send him up to Z tier. Now we technically have the first 200% leads that came out in JP. Not necessary for global, but obviously we're going with global's release date. So Super Saiyan 4 Goku from the 70th anniversary, Fuse Fighters, GT Heroes, HP attack and defense 170%, and then extra 30% to Kamehameha. And so this is what the team currently looks like. Sorry, I do apologize, I keep coughing, but you know, my throat's a bit parched and dry. So this is currently what the team looks like. It's a very small team. So, but the thing is, you have top tier units. These guys Easy 8 in JP. These are like top 10 LRs in the game currently. Amazing unit. You got the 7-year anniversary, you got the 3-year anniversary Easy 8. Tech Gogeta still I think is a very good unit. SCR Vegito, not so much. You got Pan, the we'll call it GT Goku, the Super Saiyan. He needs an Easy 8. This guy, Super Saiyan 4 in Gogeta. He's a good Easy 8. The Tech Gogeta. Like honestly, the only issue is there's no free to play viability. I think there's only, let's say, yeah, there's only 2 decent free to play units. This Super Saiyan Goku and this Maju. But other than that, that's it. There's no other decent free to play units in this team. And sorry about my squeaky chair. But yeah, they have top tier unit. Not a lot of selection, and I would say a bad free to play roster as well. So I do put him where you go. There you go. I do put him better than Vegeta, but not as good as the Cell. Actually, no, wait. I'll put the Cell underneath it. I'm gonna put Ginyu up. Ginyu is D tier. I do think now I'm looking like, for example, this team compared to Ginyu. Yeah, I think they are considerably a lot better. So now we have the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta. No, Super Saiyan God, Goku and Vegeta. The 70th year anniversary unit. They lead Power Beyond Super Saiyan or Movie Heroes. 3 key, HP attack and defense 170%. HP attack and defense 3% extra for those who are in the Kamehameha category, and this is what the team currently looks like. So obviously there's more selection, way more selection of unit. Great synergy, does link really well to other units, but you got top tier unit. You got all these units here. Look at all these. Like honestly, guys, this is a top tier team. This is a top tier team. I do rate this. You even got the new Super Saiyan God Goku. This guy is a beast. Easy A. The Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. The SR one. Easy A than JP. But there's a lot of selection. There is so much selection in this team, and it's just ridiculous how well some of these units are. Yeah, they're, in all honesty, guys, they're a Z tier. No, I'll put Ginyu back. Ginyu back in A for the time being, because like comparing these two, I do think this is a better team than this. But no, that's I'm being too mean. I'm being too mean to Ginyu. I do think Goku and Vegeta have a better team than Ginyu itself. Okay, our beloved Lord and Savior Raditz. This is what we're working with. You do have a very good free-to-play team, in all honesty. Oh wait, I keep forgetting this, but I need to read the leader skill. So he leads Saiyan Saga and Pure Saiyan. 3 key, HP attack and defense 170%, and additional to 30% stat for those who belong in a space traveling warrior. And this is what the team currently looks like. Not a lot of top tier units. I would say Bardock, the Tech Bardock, is probably the best unit in this category. Surprisingly enough, I do think Raditz is probably the second best, and then maybe the Great Ape Vegeta as the third best unit in this category. Who else? Yeah, there's not a lot of top tier units. Like honestly, the plus side for this is that they have a good free to play team, which is the Bardock, the Team Bardock category. So you can actually run the Raditz as a lead, and then have the Team Bardock as the like the fillers. So you can fill them up. So you do have a very good free to play option, and I do think Team Bardock units are maybe as good, maybe slightly better than Ginyu Force. But Raditz in himself, yeah, I do give him an A tier because There's not a lot of selection. There's not a lot of like. There's only, I would say, one top tier unit. Free to play, very good free to play workflow options here. So there's a lot of free to play options. What else can I say? There's a lot. Yeah, it's just not a very like diverse team. Like if you think about it. So I do give him an A for that. But I do think he is better than the Super Saiyan 4s in terms of a team selection. But like for free to play team, like he can run a good free to play team, so I do give him credit for that. And I feel like a lot of people still use a lot of free to play units nowadays anyway. Okay, we actually have the first 200% lead, like pure 200% lead. So this is the power of revival lead, or I don't know if it's phrased differently in global. I will check. I'll see if I can check what it is. But anyway, this is all units that can basically revive, is what you can say. So these are like the revive. So a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them do have revive mechanic as well as the actual revival in the series itself. So yeah, Goku's actually a very good unit. You got this new LR Super Saiyan for Vegeta and the GT Goku, Piccolo, maybe a number 1 unit still in this game. You got a lot of good. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of options and a lot of top tier units. Ultimate Tech Gohan, gotta give him a shout out. Still a very good unit to this day at 2023 and came out 2020. That is ridiculous. Master Roshi, probably the best free to play unit here. Like, yeah, so you guys got options for this team. I would say maybe free to play, not so much, but you know, it's a very good team. It's a very, very, very good team. Where do I put them? Because they are 200% lead, yeah, and they're leading all these top tier units. I have to give him an A tier. So where are you? There you are. I have to give you an A tier. I do think, yeah, Raditz is the low end of A tier, but yeah, Goku with the power of revival. Yeah. What is that worded differently in global? I can't remember if it. Wait 1 second. I have my phone with me. I'm currently link leveling whilst I'm doing this video, but yeah. It's already 22 minutes, guys, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to split this into two parts, maybe 3 parts, we'll see. I think I want to keep it not too long in a sense, so let's see. Where is my Goku? That's one. He leads the powerful comeback, so that's the team that he leads, is powerful comeback in global. Some of these teams are worded differently than than JP. Okay, we do have this guy, Quest of Conqueror. Oh, I didn't even set this one up. Let's see. This is the Terrifying Conqueror's Factory. Let's see. Quest. Movie bosses, and then who else? Transformation boost. Okay, so this is the team. This, I would say, this is probably the best team, like one of the best teams in the game, because you have pretty much all the freezers and coolers from the Z version. Janemba, very, very good. Like, even to this day, physical Janemba is still a very good unit. Yeah, you guys got a very good selection of units in this team. I have a lot of freezers, a lot of coolers. This guy is EZA, the Super Saiyan, Broly, the physical one. These soon is an EZA, the tech, Android 13, and then the STR Bojack. STR EZA cooler, still a very, very good unit. They have a very, very good roster. I do think this is probably a top A tier. I wouldn't classify this at the Z tier, but I do give him, where are you at? Here we go. I do give him a top A. So I think that's a good benchmark that we got for this team. So let's go and continue with this. We got the Meta Cooler. So he leads the Wicked Bloodline 200%, Spooky 200%. And here's what we got. And I do think this is a Z tier option. You got a lot of good free to play options. Like you got literally the whole Meta Cooler. Like he links well with all the Meta Coolers, the free to play ones, the typing Meta Coolers. Very good free to play option. Top tier units in the game like the Final Form Cooler, Golden Freezer, the Full Power Freezer. You got good free to play options like the LR Meta Cooler Army. Like honestly, there's a lot of free to play options. There's not a lot of, let's say for example, variation, because literally all freezers and coolers and King Coles, like there's one King Cole here, but the way this team synergize, the way this team what call it, the number of options of top tier options you got, free to play viability, this is, I would say, oh, do I put them above the gods? You know, I'll probably put them just underneath the Super Saiyan God duo. So they are up there as probably a top tier. Like they're just really good. Like, honestly, guys, they are very, very good. And so if you're free to play, you don't have a lot of options, or you don't have a lot of options, they are good. They are a very, very good team to build upon. Okay. Oh, even this one I haven't got this one loaded. Let's see. So this, now we got the Super Saiyan Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta that came out with the Carnival Fest LR Cooler. They lead Join Forces Movie Heroes 3 key 170 to stat, and then HP attack and defense extra 30% for those belong in the pure Saiyan. So let's see this. So Join Forces. I'll leave a link to the 200% you can say 200% tool. What is it called? Leader skill tool. So movie heroes. They are movie heroes, right? Yeah. And then this is pure Saiyan. You basically got all the top tier units in terms of movie heroes, like literally all the top tier units in this. You got the 8th anniversary LRs in this team. You have obviously themselves, they're still a very good unit. You have the first Carnival Fest Super Saiyan Goku, 7th year anniversary. Like a lot of top tier units, guys. You have a lot of top tier units, a lot of top tier Dokkan Fest PURs like Goku, GT Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku. Honestly, guys, there's a lot of variation in this. There's a lot of good teams in this. Not so much on the free to play side, but you know, this is one of those teams that they're just great. They are just phenomenal units that you can use, and it is, oh, it's up there. It's up there as one of the better team. And Join Forces 170% is just ridiculous in a sense. So I do put, where are they at? I do put them higher than the Meta Coolers. Because I feel like there's a lot of, no, you know what? No. I'm putting them underneath Meta Cooler. Not a lot of free to play viability, but there's a lot of top tier units in this team in a sense. You know what? I'm actually gonna bump down what do you call it? Ginyu. No. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave Ginyu as Z tier, and we're just gonna go towards the end of it. Okay. So that is the one. Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop it there in terms of the first part of this tier list. I don't want to make it too long of a video. I'm gonna make a part 2. We're gonna continue with this, and then we're gonna go see what are the good teams. As you can see, there's a lot of really good 200% leads. So Bandai are currently doing really good in terms of what they have currently available. There's a lot of literally top tier 200% leads. So I will catch you guys in part 2 so we can finish the rest of these off. The next one we got is GT Pan. Okay, catch you guys in the next one, please. Hey guys, welcome back. If you guys are watching from part 1, so this is basically a continuation of the 20% leads and strictly on the categories. As you can see, I think I did make one change, well, two change really, in this team. I basically bumped down Raditz down to B tier. I think it's only because there's not a lot of top tier units, and I think Bardock was the only top tier units in that team, so I did put him down B tier, but I still kept the free to play. Like there was a lot of free to play options still in that team, so that's why I did put them in B tier. And I did bump up from the Super Saiyan 4s. I'm thinking of putting them at low A, because I'm making a comparison between Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta compared to these two. There's so much better options in this one, like top tier options. So I might put them in bottom A, but for the time being, we're going to put them in B. So we're going to continue the discussion. Next, we have GT Pan. She leads the Bond of Friendship and Dragon Ball Seekers 3 key 170 stats, and an additional 30% of stats to those who belong in GT Heroes. I can tell you for certain, guys, it's not the greatest team. It is really not the greatest team. Super Saiyan 4 Goku is still really good. The LR1, I would say the full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku is probably the best one here, but it's just they're not the greatest. Oh, Pan I would say is the best unit here. But there's not a lot of selection. There really is not a lot of selection, and sadly, I am going to put Pan in just bad. It's not even mid. It's just bad. Not a lot of selection. It's literally all GT Gokus, Pan, and Trunks Giru. That's it. No one else in this besides those guys, and there's not a lot of selection currently at the moment, so sadly I do have to put him down. Like this Super Saiyan Goku, he's decent. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LR1, decent. Full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku, decent. Like Pan, I just have to put you just bad. The thing is, I do put her. Do I really put her below and above the Super Saiyan Goku and yeah, I probably do. It's just with the Super Saiyan Goku and the Gohan, the only issue with this one is because it's so tied to the Android and Cell saga. And as long as you're obviously a Super Saiyan or Goku family, then you're there. But it's just obviously I'm comparing it as the whole 200% lead. I'm not comparing it as just separate. Because if it's Super Saiyan and Goku family, just Goku family alone will bump it all the way up to, let's say, A, probably Z tier. But the thing is, I am judging on the whole 200% lead. So Goku, but Pan. Yeah, just as bad. It's just bad. Next, we have the Gamma 1. He leads movie heroes and artificial life form, 3Q, 170% stats. And then an additional 30% to stats for those who belong in the high-speed battle or in global. It's the accelerated battle and worthy rivals. This is what the team currently looks like. It's actually a very decent team. You do have the full free-to-play cool army, but the thing is, you're not going to be using the free-to-play cool army with Gamma 1. They don't really link the greatest. You kind of want the whole full meta cool army together. So yeah, it's not really the greatest team. Issue is you do have very good high like top tier LRs like Piccolo and the Carnival Fest Super Saiyan Goku. Cell, the Int one, easier to do well. Super Saiyan Guard Goku that recently just came out, very top tier unit. Piccolo is a very good unit. The banner unit Piccolo, very good unit. There's a lot of good options. There is a lot of good options. When you're comparing with all the other teams in the list, I think I'm going to give it. I will actually give Gamma 1 a B tier, and I'll put him above the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. No, I'll put him above Raditz. I feel like there's a massive difference between Raditz and the things. I might be. No, I'm gonna redo Raditz. I think Raditz might be higher than expected. I might put him in mid. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay, I'll come back to Raditz. Once I will come back to Raditz. But when you're comparing just Gamma 1, a lot of good options, a lot of good free-to-play options, not necessarily want to use a free-to-play part. It's like, it is a good team. It is a very, very good team. Few top-tier options, I would say, just a few. Yeah, just only a handful of top-tier options. And so I'll put him in B tier. I think that's a good one. I think Raditz might be a bit too high. But then I might need to redo Raditz. No, let's redo Raditz. What does Raditz do? He's pure Saiyan and Saiyan Saga. Let's see. Saiyan Saga. Pure Saiyan. And then this one is Low Class Warrior. Is it Low Class Warriors? Space Traveling Warriors, that's the one. Space Traveling Warriors. Yeah, I ranked Raditz way too high. I think it's probably as good as Margin Vegeta's one, even though with the free-to-play options, but there's not really top tier options besides Bardock himself. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be strict. I am actually bumping Raditz down below Margin Vegeta. You know what, that makes more sense. Sorry guys, if you're annoyed at me in the first episode. But we move. I'm continue to basically rejig some of the units, and to be fair, I want to see what you guys think as well towards the end. Anyway, let's continue. We have Gamma 2. He leads movie heroes and androids and special pose category 3 key 170%. The fact that he's leading three categories with 170% is amazing. I know there's a few that does 2, but just having 3 is amazing. And those are in a special high speed battle, accelerated battle, and worthy ride. So let's see. Yeah, very good team. It's a very good option. I do think selection wise it's a bit restricted, but the whole 200% lead, obviously you can work with this. You can honestly work with this. So again, top tier options is probably as good as Gamma 1, to be fair, in terms of 200% lead. So maybe slightly worse. I think Gamma 1 has more options anyway. So I actually do put them at the bottom of B. I think that's a good place because Cell actually has a very good option in terms of all the androids that's in the Cell saga and quite a few. So yeah, I think we'll keep that. Maybe I need to redo Cell. Let's continue with it. Okay, Vegeta, Super Saiyan God Goku, and Super Saiyan God Vegeta in exchange. They lead Realm of Gods and Master Evolution 3K 170 stack, and then extra 3% to those who belong in the Pure Saiyans, and this is what the team looks like, and it's a very good stack team. I'll be straight up. It's a very good stack team. You have basically all the Vegetas and Gokus. They're obviously in the Realm of Gods. There's a few Vegetas, like for example these two here, that are not in Realm of Gods, and more in Master Evolution. Where would I put them? Very good options, like for example the God Duos 7-year anniversary, the 6-year anniversary unit. UI Goku is still very good. Even Vegeta, man. Evo Evolution Vegeta, very good. 8-year anniversary Golden Duos, God Goku, and EZA Int 1. Not a lot of options, not a lot of free to play. So variant. Now I'm comparing this. Will probably be with Margin Vegeta and Raditz. I would say I put him higher than Margin Vegeta only because there's a lot of more top tier units here. Whereas Margin Vegeta doesn't really have a top tier unit besides, or maybe Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. This Vegeta here, the new one that recently came out, he's actually very, very good. Yeah, I'll put them in here. Put them in here. So I put the blue duos from the Resurrection F in mid. Okay, so parts. So obviously this is the Dragon Ball Super. So this is the thing, guys. You have all the heroes one. So you got the Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku. They're pretty much basically the same thing. Hearts has a bit more because of the Time Traveler category. So he has more of the crossover units that are part of the Time Traveler. So this is more of a higher you can say, like, there's more roster in this team. However, it's not the greatest team at all. They're both pretty much 99% the same. The Super Saiyan 4 is pretty much all the same anyway. So there's no change. Hearts is slightly better, so it's not even, they don't even have any great unit. If I'm being honest with you, they don't have the top tier units in the game. I do still think they're better than the Super Saiyan Goku and Exchange to Gohan. So I put Hearts here. I put the Limb Breaker Super Saiyan 4s underneath the Goku and Gohan. So yeah, it's just bad. It's just there's not top tier units. There's no top tier unit. Besides obviously the Super Saiyan 4s, like, they're pretty decent themselves. Because they can actually gel well and work together well. But it's the fact that there's no actual like top tier units. Like the Super Saiyan 3 Xeno Goku is probably the best one there because of guards and damage reduction. That's damage reduction. So like he's probably the best unit here. But that's pretty much it. This Gohan, you need multiple grade 8 power units for him to activate his 40% damage reduction. Or maybe 50. The Xeno Super Saiyan 4, they're decent, they're just not great. So it's like, what can you work with this? What can you work with? So, Hearts, you just go at just bad, and the two Xenos, I think they're just worse than the Super Saiyan Goku and Gohan. The reason why I put Hearts slightly above, because you do have all like the Bardock in this team. Yeah, you got all the Easy 8 Bardock. They're actually very, very good unit. Like Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, they're just amazing unit. You don't have that in here. It's literally, this is strictly a crossover. The Dragon Ball Heroes team, the Super Saiyan 4s. That's what they lead. It's basically a 200% lead to Dragon Ball Heroes. That's pretty much it. Whereas I think Heart is more of a crossover 200% lead. So there's more options. Sadly enough to say, so they're not the greatest team, but they're decent. So Heart's not great. Yeah, this is not good. I can't really. Okay, enough rambling. Let's just get on to these. Super Saiyan Trunks and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. They lead Bond and Parents of Child. Future Saga 30%. Sorry, 3 key and 170% stat. Plus an additional 30% to stat for those characters who belong in a fate-induced battle. And oh my goodness me, this is a team. This is a crazy team. You got the 80th anniversary. You got Super Saiyan 4. What do you call it? 70th anniversary duos. Vegito, top unit. Super Saiyan God, top unit. Like, there's a lot of top unit. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of variation. You can work with so much teams with it. Like Namek Goku, good easy A. Honestly, guys, there's so much options here. You even got the new God Goku. and I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking at it. Thing is, if I'm comparing it to these other teams here, where do I put them? I actually don't know. Ah, I thought I knew. I was gonna put him above Ginyu and underneath the. That's where I initially thought, but then I'm thinking like Ginyu's team's actually pretty decent. So I put them in A. Oh my god, is that where I'm gonna put? No, I'm gonna put them. Yeah, I'm gonna put them back in front of Ginyu. I think Ginyu still deserves a Z. But yeah, yeah, Ginyu. I think you might be going down, pal. But yeah, that's where the Super Saiyan Trunks, Vegeta, and yeah, there's a lot of options. Not too many free to play, but obviously that's not the main focus. It's just more variation and top tier units. What are anything? That's the main focus. Next we have Power Awakening Piccolo. So he is superheroes and battle of wit, category 3 key, 170% HP, attack and defense, and 30% extra to those who belong in the Master and Student Bond, or Master Bond's disciples, or the Movie Heroes category. This is what the team looks like. It's okay. I would say this is a good mid team. This is what I would classify as mid. There's not a lot of variation. There's a lot of good units, but just not much variation. So this is where I would put them. I would put them as mid. Actually, no. Because I feel like they have more options than this. This is actually a very tough video to make. Where do I... But you got Trunk. No, you got Gamma 1s and 2s. Not very much options here. Top unit. Not much variation. Okay, I put them above Gamma 2, but slightly under Cell. I do think Cell still has a pretty decent options or selections in his team. The thing is, I might need to redo Cell. Piccolo. I put you there. No, actually, no, I put him above Gamma 1. I realized because you have literally Piccolo himself, top unit. SR Gogeta, top unit. You have this banner unit Piccolo, top unit. Gamma's top unit. Gogeta, top EZA. God Goku's still a very good EZA. Yeah, I would put them. Yeah, no, you know what? Because of the selection and what we're dealing with, I would put him as good as. That's a good one. Okay, we'll keep it like that. I think that makes more sense. The Super Saiyan 4s have pretty much top units. It's just not a lot of selection. And that point. So we'll keep it like that. Okay, next we have Ultimate Gohan. So he has superheroes and hybrids 3P 170, and an extra 30% for those who belong in the bond of parent and child and movie heroes. This is what the team looks like, and this team is stacked. This is a stacked team. You have a lot of good units, honestly, guys. Gohan himself is decent. Piccolo, probably a top #1 unit in the game. Vegeta and Trunks, top 5. 7-year anniversary LR, still a very good unit. UI Goku, very good unit still. Int LR God Goku, very good EZA. Gohan, AGL, top 10 unit, top 10 LR in the game, I would say. You obviously got the Gamma. Obviously, Tech Ultimate Gohan, still very good. Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gokai and Goku, still a very good unit. Like, basically top TR EZA. There's a lot of options. This is the thing. There's a lot of options. So no matter what, you can make a really good team with this. there are free-to-play options as well, you know. So I wouldn't be surprised that this is probably a top. Yeah, this is probably a top unit. I'll probably put this at Z. I'll probably put it at the low end of Z. So underneath PNU, there's a lot of top units, but I wouldn't say there's only a handful of top units. But there's a lot of options and variations, and a lot of good free-to-play units. This is one of those ones where it's like, okay, then I'll put them in Z tier underneath PNU. Matter of fact, I put him top of A. Top of A tier is probably where it's good at, because you've got good options. A lot of options, a lot of units, a lot of like possibilities to try out new teams. Obviously, you got the new LR Kid Gohan, still a very good unit. So it's a handful of top units, but a lot of variate. Yeah, I would put that. Yeah, I'll put that in A tier. It's just you don't synergize well with Gohan as well with the free to play units. So like that's what you matters the most. And yeah, option no. Yeah, I'm sticking my guns. A tier is a B tier. Okay, now we got PT Goku. So he leads Dragon Ball Saga, Youth, and Explosion of Anger, 3P 170%. Great 3 niche category if you're doing just the 170. But then 30% extra to those on the Dragon Ball Seekers and Bond of Friendship. This is what the team looks like. This is actually a very, very good team. Handful of good units. I would put this as a tier. Bottom of A tier. And the reason is, if I'm comparing it to, let's say, Super Saiyan 4s, there's more options. There's more free-to-play options. There's generally more options to select. You can make a good free-to-play team. And there's a handful of good units that are in this team. Carnival Fest Goku, God Goku, Hachan, best banning unit in the game. Goku himself. We got GT Pan. This is what GT Pan's team should be like, in my opinion. What could have been. What could have been. Good EZAs with Namek Goku and Kid Goku. So yeah, this is where I would put them. 80. I'm in the bottom of 80. Now we have the SCR Carnival Best Goku on the Hachiaki. So this is the Battle Wits 3 key 200%. And this is the team. So I like them as much as the other Carnival Fest Goku. So in terms of a team, I think Battle of Wit is actually a very good team to lead. There's again good options, good variants, good variation. You got top tier units such as obviously the 8th year anniversary Golden Duo, like Vegito, the SPR Blue Vegito still a good unit. So basically the Vegetos are in here. Piccolo. Any good top tier unit? I think there's a lot of variation, a lot of options in this team. So actually I would put them in B tier. Where are you? I would put them here, underneath the Piccolo. Because I think there's also a handful of units. It's just a lot. No, sorry. What am I on about? There's a handful of units. There's a lot of handful of good units. A lot of variation, but not the best variation or the best selection of units here. So I think this is where I would put them. So I'll put them on top of B. Now we have Bardock, Goku's Family Timeless Legends, 170%. Then we have an additional 30% to those who belong in the Pure Saiyan. And this is what the team looks like. All Gokus are going to be in this team. And you have top tier Gokus in this team. God Goku, the one that recently came out. Carnival Fest, Kai Goku. All the Carnival Fest Gokus actually are in here. AGL UI Goku, Int God Goku, still a very top tier unit in this game. Obviously, you got the Path to Power Goku. Bardock himself is a very good unit. Oh, and the thing is, you have all the free-to-play options here. A lot of massive selection. You got basically all the Bardock category team here, so this is going to be good. You know what? I actually put them in Z tier. I think this is a good selection. You got all the Gokus. You got a very good free-to-play team that you can play with, which is the Team Bardock team. You have very good EZAs like Kaiken Goku, SDR Kaiken Goku, Namek Goku, so a very good EZA. Like, and you got top tier units as all the Carnival Fest, Dokkan Fest. Yeah. Where are you, Bardock? This is where I put them above Ginyu. The thing is, Z tier is more of like how much options. But let's see. Let's just continue. Now I think we've caught up to the last Dokkan Fest exclusive, which is the God Goku himself. So Healy's Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans, 3K, 170% to stat, and additional HP attack and defense 30% for characters belonging to the Power Wishes and Exploding Anger, Exploding Rage. This is what the team looks like. It is still a very heavily stacked team. A very good variation, good top tier units as Carnival Fest Goku, Tech 1, Int LR Goku himself, AGL Gohan, ETA, Path to Power Goku, Tech, Ultimate Gohan, Int, Broly. It's a very good team, a lot of selection. Yeah, it's a very good team. And the thing is, if we're basing this just purely on the first two categories, Pure Saiyans and Hybrid Saiyans, this would be number one in my opinion. You have literally all Pure Saiyans, Hybrid Saiyans 170, that's ridiculous. That is crazy. So, they are up there. Where do I put them? This is where my mental arithmetic comes in. Good selection. Not as much as other categories. So yeah, top of A. I would put them top of A. And the only reason why I put them top 4 is top 4 the LR. 80th anniversary LR. Top tier unit. Oh, this is I can see why not many people have done this sort of like tier list. Yeah, I would put them above Bardock. But do I put them above Bardock? No, I don't actually put them above Bardock. Matter of fact, I put Bardock team above those guys and this one above them. Damn it, it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to make a tier list. This is difficult, guys. This is very, very difficult. No, I would leave this like that. I would put God Goku here. Pavion, yeah, Pavion Super Saiyan. Such a big team, and then it was a movie theater. It's ridiculous. I'm actually going to drop Better Cooler down with these guys. Bardock, literally all Gokus. And a very good free-to-play team. That's why Metacooler is up there, because they have a very good free-to-play team. Yeah, I would say God Goku's team is probably as good as Ginyu. Probably bump Gohan's team lower. Hmm. I think I will keep it like this. I think I will keep it like this. Yeah, I know. You know what? I will actually genuinely keep it like this. It's already going to be an hour video if you watch the two together. That's ridiculous. Who else do we got next? Okay, we got the ones left from JP, and the thing is, some of the teams are very good. So Yamcha's team, ridiculous. Again, all Gokus are going to be in this team. Oh, majority of the Gokus are going to be in this team. I think all Gokus are going to be in this team. The Android 17, Super 17, they're not as good as this one. The tech, and like, they're actually mid. These guys, I'll actually put them mid because they're basically AGL Cell's team, but just not much options. Like Yamcha's team is like Z tier anyway. Okay, wait. Before we continue, guys, this is where I rank them. Let me know which one you agree with. Let me know which one you disagree. Okay. I'm not gonna put the JP one, but bear in mind I don't have much experience with the JP units that are currently out. So I'm gonna, basically judge them at first glance when I'm looking. It's already 31 minutes. So if you guys are just talking about global, this is what I think. I do think the 70th anniversary God, Goku, and Vegeta are the best one, as well as the Super Saiyan God, no, Super Saiyan Trunks and Blue Vegeta, second best. Bardock, third best. Metacooler, LR1, fourth best. The Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan from the Metacooler movie, fifth best, and then God Goku, I'll probably put him Z tier as sixth best. It's very hard to judge all these teams, guys. It's very hard. I have a few discretions, as in like I think Cell might be a mid tier team, as well as Gamma 2. And then I feel like this Carnival Plus Goku might be lower, it might be as good as this Carnival Plus Goku, so I might put them in B tier. I think Kid Goku is still very good because of the free-to-play units that you can have in the team. You know what? I'm gonna do this. So Gamma 2, Cell, upper mid. That's where I put them. Yeah, this balances out. Yeah, this balances out actually. I think I'm happy with that. Reason with Cell, good options, but they're all tied to the Android Cell saga, and they're not really the most prevalent team at the moment. Carnival Fest Gokus, both of them, good categories to lead. Not as much options as the rest of the team above them. Not much free to play viability as well. Yeah, I would put this as, yeah, okay, this is my opinion. Obviously, at the end of the day, my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys can tune out if you're not here for the global one, but I'm gonna only for the global one, but I'm gonna quickly do the JP one. So here we go. Yamcha, I did put him at Z tier. Pretty much all the Gokus are there. Super 17, they're a worse version of the AGL cells, so I do put them at just bad. So GT Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, dang, very good team options. But I would put them in A tier. I think they're just as good as, maybe not as good as Ginyu's actually. Ginyu's still has a very good option. Yeah, top tier units, but other options, not much viability, and not much other selection, as you can say. Yeah. So this is a first glance, guys. This is first glance, so I will put them here. A tier, just behind LR Metacooler. Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Nice, very good options. Yeah, more selections this time than the GT Goku. Top tier units, what are the top tiers? So 8th anniversary, 3rd year anniversary, Piccolo himself, Majin Vegeta still very good, Tech Ultimate Gohan, SR Boo, very good. Yeah, okay, so I think they're an 8th tier. I do think they're 8th tier. And I'll put them, yeah, I'll put them literally above the Super Saiyan for Vegeta and Goku. Who else? Turtle School. Literally, this is all Goku. Every Goku is going to be in this team. But the thing is, I'm not going to put them... Yeah, all the Gokus are going to be in this team. But the thing is, I'm not going to put them above higher than all the other units that have all the Gokus. But last selection, a lot of good units. Damn, it's a very, very good team here. Like even Yamcha, like all the Goku's going to be in Yamcha's team anyway. So this Warriors raised the earth. Pretty much all his Goku's are here. So they're up of A tier. Because I don't think they're as good as Yamcha. Yamcha has all the Gokus as well as Bardock. But obviously these two have more. But having a team of just full of Gokus is ridiculous. And then last one and not least, we have Kid Gohan, 200% lead to bond of master and student. Yeah, a very good team. Still a very good team. Very good category lead. Pretty much all the Piccolos are here. Top unit like Power Awaken Piccolo. Yeah. A handful of units, like top tier units, I mean, but massive group of selection. Maybe you got all the Vegetas, Piccolos. Yeah, no, this is a good team. This is actually not as good as Goku, but just yeah, I'll put them 2 and 8. Okay, and then this is what I would think of the JP1 first glance. Again, yeah, this video is gonna go too long, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is where I would put majority of them. Let me know which one you agree, guys, because I feel like this is, look, no one's gonna get this spot on, right? No one's gonna get this on the point. We want like YouTubing legends like Truth and Goresh to actually make a tier list of something like this. I think that would help me solidify some of my standpoints of some of this team. So guys, we need to get those two or any of the legendary Dokkan YouTubers, you know, like the big ones, to get it. Especially Truth. Truth needs to do it, we'll call it something like this. Like honestly, just categories themselves. Get Truth to do this, send him this, tell him like, hey, what do you think of this? This is what I think first glance with a lot of teams available. But yeah, let me know what you guys think as well. Let me know which one you think I'm rating a bit too high. I think I'm maybe rating Cooler a bit too high. I think I am rating Meta Cooler a lot higher than expected. But like if I'm comparing all the Wicked Bloodline to all the Gokus, I think, yeah, I might put Meta Cooler down lower, if I'm being honest. But the thing is, you have a very good free-to-play team there, so obviously I'm taking that into consideration. So, oh, you know, I'm sticking to my gut. I'm sticking to my gut. You got a good team there. So Meta Cooler may be a bit too high actually. Right. Oh, I'm sticking to that. I'm sticking to that. Okay, guys, let me know what you guys think. Let me know which one I'm underrating or overrating. And yeah, subscribe, like this video, dislike this video if you just don't agree with this. I really don't care. And I'll just catch you guys in the next one. Peace.